On the racetrack, Whisky Assassin was in a class of his own. A ferocious chaser with sheer, unadulterated speed. He left everyone who saw him reaching for superlatives.
He knew where he wanted to go. He was the one taking the run. That's what big, bold dogs do.
Unbelievable. The Whisky Assassin dead set last on the home bend. Where did he come from? Wow.
And that is one of the best runs that you would ever witness in what only could be described as a phenomenal performance.
From day one, Whisky Assassin showed he was something special, starting his career in New South Wales.
Whisky Assassin, it went to the lead, drew clear. Second is Wingrove, Johnny Striker the inside, but a big win for the fave. Whisky Assassin won by 4 or 5, had plenty in the tank.
At his 10th start, and after a checkered run, Whisky Assassin was a fast finishing 4th in the Group 1 National Derby at Wentworth Park. But it wasn't until he was sold to Queensland owner Terry Hines and transferred to the Victorian kennels of Jason Thompson that Whisky Assassin's true greatness would emerge. First up at Ballarat, Whisky ran a slashing 25.05 for the 450 metres, crushing his opposition by 12 lengths.
Around the outside was Baldygeist, they were followed by Cisco Yip, and then came Bombastic Flash and Silent Hawk, and well back would have been Falling Leaves and Arvo Spark, but this shot away. Whisky Assassin in one race, the others in another. Silent Hawk the inside, wider out of Cirky, but Whisky Assassin bolts in by a dozen lengths.
He then ran a length and a half outside Brett Lee's Geelong 457 metre record.
Whisky Assassin's now got through to find the lead. They're followed by Colby Bale. Around the field goes Speedy Jules. Claretown Chris is well back with Mr. Callahan and last year and Quinty Ladd, but the Whisky Assassin has sped away. Coming to the turn, it's shot about 8 or 9 in front. It's going to dismantle the opposition. Up on the inside goes Blackadder, Mr. Colby, and out wide Mr. Callahan. Whisky Assassin by the best part of 10 lengths.
Wins at Ballarat, defeating rising star Hallucinate.
Hallucinate, though, is winding up to hit the front. Whisky Assassin's in close attendance. Hallucinate, the leader from Whisky Assassin, who looms up within a neck there. 3 lengths to Marcus Bale and Bertram Bale. Whisky Assassin got in front now of Hallucinate. Too much pace, he swung deep. It's into the straight. Whisky Assassin from Hallucinate, then Bertram Bale. And Whisky Assassin's too good for Hallucinate. Whisky Assassin 2 1/4 Hallucinate.
As well as wins at the 2 Melbourne Metropolitan tracks, the Meadows, and a best of the night 29.71 at Sandown follow.
And Whisky Assassin superior speed to the back straight, 2 or 3 clear. Drummer Green lower, followed by Brad's Awesome third. Further back then came Bronwyn Vale, followed by Unlawful Lad. Well back would have been Executive Speed and Justin McGee up the tail. Whisky Assassin 8 lengths in front. Time will be interesting. Drummer Green around the outside. Brad's Awesome, Unlawful Lad, and then Bronwyn Vale. But Whisky Assassin in a breeze.
Whisky Assassin then went 25.20 for the 457 metres at Geelong. 1/100th of a second outside Brett Lee's record.
This Bale. Our bot on the track was Keegan Bale and Delroy Bale at the tail. Off the back dance, all Whisky Assassin. It's about 10 or 12 lengths in front. From Tonka Tough on the outside, Alexander Bale and Secret Package making a bit of ground, but up the straight, it's Whisky Assassin clear. Whisky Assassin by a dozen lengths.
This was just a preview of what was to come. Whisky Assassin would go on to one of the most amazing run of wins in the history of greyhound racing. Over the next month, Whisky Assassin won 4 races, including a 5th grade final at Shepparton, which turned out to be one of the hottest races for up-and-coming dogs on record. But none could match the power of Whisky.
Well back was Hot Gecko there with Satin Lennon, Stylish Elleroy up to the corner. And the reserve Dynast now about to be collared very quickly by Whisky Assassin. And where's Pedro? Whisky Assassin up on the inside, hit the front. And Whisky Assassin beats Where's Pedro.
And racing. And
Whisky Assassin once again lined up at Geelong, this time in a heat of the Cup. And this time, the record was his.
Whisky Assassin takes the lead up the back straight, 4 lengths clear. Major Glory followed by Berman Bale and Mr. Rubble. They were followed by Yvonne Bale, New Road, and back at the tail, Will Allendale. Whisky Assassin 10 lengths in front. Around the turn, the second's ticking over. Whisky Assassin down to the line has won by about 15 lengths.
A week later, the Group 2 final was just a formality in race record time.
Music, and there goes the favourite now. Awesome Assassin around the outside with a great sweep up towards the lead. Then Born Yesterday followed by Lily Philly Power. Teddy All Fire 2 up, Larry tailed off Clays and Ted. Whisky Assassin takes off, turning for home. The big guns are firing. Whisky Assassin opened up in the lead and raced away. Whisky Assassin out, going scorching back. Whisky Assassin, what a greyhound. An amazing animal.
Next up was the Shepparton Cup, and in the heat, Whisky Assassin broke another Brett Lee track record, running 24.15 for the 440 metres.
Whisky Assassin takes over from Black Watch, going up to third, Draft Man. Then Wellback Jive, Turkey, Kalimna Rose, not really in the race, with Odessa Bale, Yvonne Bale and Aaron's Viali round the corner. The time will be very interesting. It's Whisky Assassin full of running, and Whisky Assassin bolts in by 10 lengths. Scintillating run, 24 and 15. Phenomenal young chaser. He's got the world at his feet. He just gets a clear run in the final next week. If he does, and he's home.
In the Group 2 final, he again set a new race record.
On the inside, showing speed, Brumby Great Amarillo, awesome music. Whisky Assassin's got a clear run around the outside up to third, and they were followed further back by Sun Hero. Well back one away, Major Gory, Red Danger, targeting out Stormy Lodge around the turn. Brumby Great is the leader. Here comes Whisky Assassin down the outside, takes the lead. You are a superstar. Whisky Assassin drawing away.
Owner Terry Hines then backed his faith in his superstar, paying the $5,000